I'm Jordan Peele, and I'll be doing a scene anatomy for my movie Get Out today. Now, let's get into it. Alright, first question. How did you use pacing to change the tone of different scenes? Great first question, love it. Yeah, so I started fairly simple with a lot of scenes that change the atmosphere. When it comes to horror films, it's important to get the viewer on the edge of their seat, waiting for the moment everything flips. In the table scene where everyone is eating, I reuse a cinematic technique I love, where suspense is added to a scene and then quickly taken away by a quick call out or a flash forward to create a tone shift. This makes the viewer left in suspense for longer, waiting for the eventual collapse, where everything comes together. This method is used by a lot of horror film writers to get the viewer to come out of their seat for a good first watch into the right atmosphere where nothing feels quite right.
If you really pushed your body, and I mean really trained, no pussyfooting around, you'd be a fucking beast.
Carrot cake.
Ooh.
Hi. Carrot cake.
Second question, how does sound design change some moments in the movie? Sound design was a really fun aspect to work with, because this scene here is one of my favourite ways to help with the second watch. When we're watching Chris devolve into chaos after realising everything about the family, you can hear Rose searching through her purse, and you can hear the faint sounds of a jingle of metal, showing that it's all a performance. This was one of the many small little details that made me love using sound design and adding it for a great first and second-hand experience of the film. Pieces like this and watching people experience the little things for the first time are one of my favourite things and pieces of creating films.
Come on.
Third question, how did your use of a montage summarise the life of Chris and show the way he thinks? This scene was one of the few areas where we see Chris's art and how it helps represent him as a person, so I love that you brought it up. In this scene, I wanted to show off Chris's personality by showing his art as a trapped freedom theme. Having the dog in attack mode being held back by the leash, the pregnant lady, and the birds flying free in a flock help to show how everything in this world strives for freedom, but is held back. The dog is held back from its target by the leash, the bird has to stay with its flock. This was always an overlooked and subtle way to show Chris for who he is and who he wants to be. I'm grateful to Boogie Photography, who took the photos and made this beginning really what it was. Fourth question, how did the use of props, sound design and acting come together to make the bingo scene stand out above the rest? The bingo scene was so good, loved every second of filming for it. Having the silence really helped the scene. We originally wanted a loud scene with bickering, however we found the music by Michael Abels, wonderful composer by the way. He really brought out the music and had this gripping feel that when combined with the simple hand movements accompanied by some props like the bingo cards going up, really helped this stomach turning feel that hit deeper and helped bring out the slavery elements. Overall, having all these elements come together to show the tones I was hoping to bring to light with this film as a whole was so great to do, and I appreciate the great actors that helped me do it. Thank you for joining me on Anatomy of a Scene. So, I hope you learned something you didn't know before and maybe gained some more appreciation for the psychological horror genre as a whole. See you in the next time, everyone!